talk to because they're amazing, and not everyone's doing that, and that makes me sad. Okay, so I joined in November 2014. I tried using nail rap things at an online party, and of course, they were amazing. I have 3 daughters, and between all of us, well, we needed every single rap in the catalog. I'm sure that doesn't happen to anyone. After 2 applications, including an application that tragically ended with a rap needing the carpet, I was thoroughly annoyed with my blow dryer. So I'm like, okay, I need to get here. Then I see the value of the consultant kit, and I'm like, all right, I'll get the consultant kit, and I'll get the discount. I have no background in sales, and I'm like way too busy to be doing anything more than being a hobbyist. So a few days later, I'm talking to my friends about how excited I am to get my kit. And my friend Katie says, well, I have a party. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then she says, how about December 3rd? What? Like, a party at your house? So my brain's like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm scared, I don't want to do that. I've never done that before. I'm not a used car salesman. But my mouth says, sure. my sponsor didn't live near me, and being the true introvert that I am, swear, I didn't feel comfortable asking anyone else in my upline for help, to come with me, or even for advice. So I did the only thing I know how to do, to the internet. So here I am, searching on YouTube for videos of in-home Jamberry parties. Some of them are great. I mean, if I've used any of your videos, thank you. Some of them were not great, and I'm sure that wasn't you. GMU had a lesson on in-homes, but I wanted to see an in-home. So here I am training myself via YouTube how to do an in-home. So I just took the ideas I thought were good, threw them together, and I'm like, all right, I guess I'm ready. So the day the party comes, and I'm scared, like really scared. But I am excited too, because I do love jams, and I do want to share them with people. So the party happens, and it's fine. It's fun. I didn't know what the heck I was doing, but I had fun, and my guests had fun. So much so, that since then, almost all of them are at this table right up here, I've welcomed all of them to my team since then. Except that one girl, but you need to stop hanging out with her too. So, you know, after we're having fun, and the party's fine, and so since then I've changed a lot about what I do in games, but the general theme has remained the same. Keep it fun. So now you might be thinking, it's alright, I do Facebook parties, I make my required PRP, I get a couple of recruits a year, I'm good. But let me tell you something, you are missing out. Sometimes online parties are great, right? Sometimes they're not great. And sometimes you don't get any sales. And I mean, you know who's had a 0 sales party? Well, this girl right here. And probably everybody else in this room. Sometimes the pain doesn't end with a lack of sales. You make post a game, an interactive post, and no comments. Like, I'm trying to get stuff away for free here, people! But guess what? That doesn't happen at an in-home party. People don't just sit there and ignore you the entire party. When you go to an in-home, you're forming relationships, and we know that success in this business is completely based on relationships. But guess what? At an in-home, you don't have to try to form a relationship. It just happens. You're in the same room with these people, talking about the same topic. You'll connect. That's just what human beings do. Now, I'm not saying that everyone that comes to that party is gonna love the jams and love you, but the chances of that happening are so much higher. Okay, I just realized, like, click the slide, more than just a square on Facebook. Okay, so think about when you go shopping by yourself. You try on that dress, but you don't know if it looks good. I mean, is this too short? Am I too old to be wearing this color? Does this make my butt look big? Now think about when you go shopping with your girlfriend. You try on the dress and she says, Nicole, that dress looks amazing on you. Really? Yes, you have to get it. I don't know. Girl, give me your credit card because you are getting that dress. Then you, okay, I'll get the dress. And then you move on to find the shoes, belts, and earrings to go with it. People buy more when they're shopping with their friends. I guess sees a wrap in the catalog, she shows it to her friend, and her friend's like, oh, that's so cute, it would look great with this one over here. And hey, what about that girls' weekend in Vegas? Let's get you a manny to match that dress. People buy more when they're with their friends. That's why in-home parties lead to higher sales, thus higher commissions. So who has a hard time recruiting? Anybody? Well, guess what? It's 100 times easier. This is my very scientific number. 100 times easier to recruit from an in-home party. The guests, the hostess, they can see how fun it is. They can see that it's just a girls' night with wine and nannies. They're just gonna get paid for it. Sign me up. So, I was just fine, so I just got so excited. My heart's hurt. So let's all go way back in time. Way back to 2 weeks ago. Think about that magical, mythical unicorn known as shattered glass. Woo! I mean, who doesn't love shattered glass, right? And think about when you got it in the mail, and you're like, this is so much greater than I could have ever imagined. Being able to see the wraps in person, touch them, hold them up to your nose, and dream about them, it's a huge deal. Not to mention, at an in-home, a consultant can help with application. I can't tell you how many women I've met at in-home parties that were like, I was in an online party, but I just didn't understand. Or, I got a sample, but I was too scared to put it on. I don't know how to do that. I've even had women come to my in-home parties that brought wraps that they bought in an online party from some other consultant, but never put it on because they were too scared to put it on. So, here she is at my in-home party, let me help her. She wasn't my customer when she bought the wraps, but she's my customer the moment she walks in that door. So I'm gonna help her get her wraps on. She may not buy from me, but I don't care. I care about making her happy, making her love those jams. Some people are completely fine trying a sample from an online party. And some people, well, they just aren't. By not doing in-home parties, you're losing a ton of potential customers who just want help putting on the wraps. So, I know we're all scared to do an in-home. I mean, I was scared. And I'm not gonna lie, I've done a lot, and I still get nervous, whatever. But scary things are easier when you're not alone. Who goes to a haunted house by themselves? Bring a partner to your in-home. Either your sponsor, a girl on your team, even another local consultant. Bringing another consultant not only is awesome for when it's time to apply samples and checking out, but it also helps to create energy. You have high energy. She has high energy, and you just bounce that off each other. Joke around and have fun. Think about the girl in your team that you can laugh with. Do your Manny's with. I mean, you probably came to Vegas with her. That's your girl. If you don't have someone like that on your team, well, you need to recruit someone like that. In the meantime, make your hostess your partner with energy, with amazing hostess coaching. Get her super pumped about the party. Not only does a friend there having a friend there make it way less scary, but it also makes the party more fun for you and for guests. It'll also show any potential recruits that they're not going to do it alone, that you will be there to help them and to train them. So my partner with energy is Maddie. Maddie's 9, she's my level 2, and we kind of became close because of Jamberry, and then we just kind of like, I don't know, we just like have a good time together. So she's my partner with energy. So one night, we're doing a party that was technically Maddie's party. The hostess was her contact. And we have 15 RSVPs to this party, so I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And then 5 people show up. All right, one of those people will host us, but all right, maybe we can sell a decent party. Toward the end of the party, poor Maddie gets a migraine. Being the decent human being that I believe myself to be, I tell her to sit down, drink some water, close her eyes. I'll take care of the party. So the guests are seeing me take care of Maddie, and I don't even realize it. 3 out of the 5 guests joined our team that night. They could see that this really is a sisterhood. It's not a pyramid scheme. Everybody trying to knock each other down, to climb over each other. They can see the humanity in us that's nearly impossible to translate through a computer. So when you think of it like that, I mean, who wouldn't want to join a loving, supportive network known as Jamberry? So, here it is. So let's think about the concept of parties, right? Pool parties, that's fun, except for the whole getting a babysitter part, but, you know, birthday parties, yeah, that's fun. Bachelorette parties, hey, that's fun. This is a party. Make it fun. At the end of a long work week, do you want to go to a sales seminar? No, you don't. Don't make it feel like that. Do not stand in front of your table reciting tax. Please don't do that. That's not fun for anyone. Just don't do it. So there is to it. It's okay to sit down. Now, I usually get pretty excited and jump up right in the beginning of the party. But when my back gets tired, I'm gonna sit down. It's okay to eat something. Don't stuff your face and talk with your mouth, because that's just rude. But it's okay to eat a cracker when you aren't speaking. Just be a human being. Y'all are making it too hard. Sit down, relax, and have fun. So who here sells Jamberry nail wraps? Oh really, because I don't. I share Jamberry nail wraps. Sorry about the trick question. I didn't make anyone feel bad. So no one likes to be sold to. It feels like you're being swindled, that someone's pulling one over on you. We know we're not swindling people. We know this is an amazing product that works exactly the way it says it does and is worth every penny. That's why we share jams rather than sell jams. When you joined, who was the first person you told? Your mom, or your sister, or your best friend? Now think about why you told them. Just kidding. Stay over here, okay? It was because you were excited. Yes, got too excited for my microphone. It was because you were excited and you knew that they would love them. You wanted your sister to feel pretty, even when she's covered in baby spit up all day. You wanted your mom to save some money by skipping the trips to the salon. Sure, it'd be great if they bought from you, but that's not why you shared. You shared because you wanted to help them in some way. This is how we need to approach everybody in our Jamberry business. Share the jams and the sales will happen naturally. Okay, so now you're like, all right, Nicole, you talked me into it. What do I do? Well, I'm going to tell you what to do. First, we are going to personally invite. That's the thing. That's the first thing you do. First thing you invite people. We're going to have the hostess personally invite her guests before setting up a Facebook event, before mailing invitation. She's going to personally invite each of her guests. This gives her a chance to explain what Jamberry is. How many times have you told someone you work for Jamberry and they say, Jamboree? What's that? For toast? If you don't know what Jamberry is, you don't know what Jamberry is. So it gives her a chance to explain what Jamberry is and tell that guest why she thinks that guest will love them. Give her verbiage so that we can be sure the hostess is asking her guest rather than informing. If you want to come, let me know. That is not asking. That is informing. No one is ever going to let you know.
I'll stream it till the phone dies.
Hey Mary, I tried these Jamberry things and they're amazing. I wanted my friends to be able to try them out too, so I'm having a party on Saturday at 6 p.m. at my house. I think you'd love them because there's no try time. We know how hard it is to get time for ourselves with the kids. Will you please come and try them? That is how you ask. Personal and with excitement. One of the things that attracted me, and probably a lot of other you, to Jamberry is that you don't need a ton of stuff to jam. Same is true for an in-home party. That's why I like to keep my limit to 2 bags that I bring to in-home. The hostess is seeing me come in and set up, and we want to show her that you don't need to drop hundreds of dollars on display items to be a consultant. You don't need to be a bodybuilder, like I so clearly am, to schlep all your stuff. 2 bags shows her it's easy, and she can do it. In my 2 bags, I bring application tools, samples, order forms with a bundle sheet, raffle tickets, catalogs, a few small prizes, an inventory I happen to have on hand, maybe some Flickr images, print it out, put it in a dollar store picture frame if I have it in my bag. That's it. Everything else is just not necessary for a successful party. So as the people arrive, you're going to greet them. Even if you're still setting up, just take a second and come back to it. Remember her name. Burn it into your brain. It does not feel good to be talking to someone for an hour and then she says, "Oh, should we again?" That doesn't make her feel special. Don't do that. Write her name in a secret notebook if you have to. As the guests arrive, I like to give my guests a door prize. Lately, I've been using the bags from Celebration Box, but because they save me time. But you can really go much simpler than that. 1 or 2 samples, wooden cuticle pusher, piece of candy, dollar store party gift bag. Can you tell like the dollar store? Put a ribbon around it, done. That costs you about 25 cents a bag, but it has a huge impact. That's gonna make your guest feel special, that she got a gift the moment she came in the door. It's also proven that people are more likely to buy when you give them something for free. All about presentation. You're not going to know that posture next to nothing. What I did was that I also give her the contact information slip to fill out to get back to me for a ticket into the grand prize drawing. Because even if she doesn't order, we need to know a way to follow up with her.
I was just doing.
So I like to start my parties no more than 15 minutes late, have the hostess round everybody up and tell them who's about to start. I'm going to introduce myself and plant a seed about joining. This is what I mean by that. My name is Nicole and I joined in January 2014 for the discount. Since then it's evolved into something much more. I now lead a team of 140 amazing ladies and collectively we've sold over $200,000 of product. Say something that's going to get her attention. It doesn't have to be like mine. You can say I've been able to pay my car payment every month, or I was able to take my kids to Disneyland for the first time ever. Something that is true, something that is interesting, and something that's going to get her thinking, wow, I've always wanted to take my kids to Disneyland. Now we're going to thank the hostess and give her a gift and tell everybody what the gift is. Mary, here's a gift for you just as a way to say thanks for opening your home to us. There's half sheet of wraps in there and your very own custom jam organizer. The custom jam organizer is a photo album from where else? The dollar store, with her name written in little letter stickers. Her guests are gonna ooh and ah over the pretty gift, and they're gonna think, I want my name on a custom jam organizer. Now I'm going to explain that raffle ticket that I gave them, and that it's an entry into the grand prize drawing. The grand prize, do whatever you want. Just make it pretty. I normally do a jam-and-turn jar, bow on it. It's good. Everyone's going to want that gorgeous prize. Now, even though the party just started, I'm already thinking about booking more parties. I have never left an in-home with less than 2 bookings, and almost always gotten 3. Here's how I do it. I bring 3 booking gifts. Again, whatever you want, make it pretty. I normally do a wine glass or a tumbler cup from the dollar store with an accent sheet, piece of candy, couple application tools in there, shred of paper at the bottom, done. Looks pretty. Then I'm going to tell my guests that the first person to book a party tonight is going to get 10 raffle entries into the grand prize, along with that booking gift. The second person is going to get 7 raffle tickets and a booking prize. And the third person is going to get 4 raffle tickets and a booking prize. Guess what? They want those gifts. It's pretty and they want it. It doesn't matter the value. Try this, and I'm telling you, someone's gonna jump up, oh me, I want to book a party, before they've even ever tried the product. So, now that introductions are on the way, I'm gonna start playing games, because that's fun. At no point in my in-home party, or should be in either any of yours, there is no lecture. There is no part of the party that could ever possibly be described as a lecture. That is not fun. So the first game, okay, I'm lying a little bit, but the first game is not really a game. It's kind of a blatant act of flattery. Everyone goes around the room and says something they love about the hostess. She's an amazing neighbor. I love how kind and welcoming she is. I love the way her hair smells. Don't do that, that's good. But it's gonna get the hostess feeling good. And again, it gets those party guests thinking, I want people to say things they love about me. So after your hostess is blushing like a tomato, it's time for restaurant game. Restaurant game is possibly on hold for teenagers, not as a team manager. Basically a Jamberry, a script about Jamberry that I read, and every time I say the word last, the guest has to prize left. And every time I say the word right, the guest has to prize right. It's simple, but it teaches them not only history of Jamberry, but also the benefits. And it's not a lecture. It's fun. They're playing a game. They have to pay attention to hear when I say left and right. So they're learning and they don't even know it. Person at the end of the script with the prize left in their hands wins. So I like to do two things. The second game, you can do a variety of things. But what we want now is the guests to be looking at the catalog, seeing our amazing products and designs. I normally do a catalog chase or scavenger hunt where I just give them a clue about one of the racks in the catalog and they have to look through it and make a rack. It's simple, but it has them looking in the catalog and seeing the designs. I use this as an opportunity for another entry into the grand prize drawing. But again, get creative with this one. Just get them looking at the product and falling in love. So after days, it's time to try it. We all know that if someone would just put on the sample, they'll love it. How many times have you screamed at the computer screen, would you just put out the sample? If the hostess is willing, I have a hostess apply a sample on one of her guests to demonstrate for guests. They expect that I know how to do it because I'm a professional. But if they can see that their hostess, their friend, can do it too, they'll think that it is easy and that they can do it. After she demos, it's time for them to try. This is the time that having two consultants really helps. Two consultants in helping with application ensures that no one is left lost or confused. Another thing I've learned over time is to bring laughter. Not only can the guests try it and see how amazing it is, low odor, quick dry, but they can also leave the party with a full mani. I have learned the hard way that some people just feel strange walking around with one nail done. So as the guests are applying the samples, I give them a bundle sheet with a wish list on it. I do not give them an order form. People take forever to fill out an order form. They think it's legally binding, set in stone. When they write on there, no one can ever change it. So they don't write on there until they're 100% sure, have looked through the catalog some time, and before you know it, it's midnight, and you've been at this at home for 6 hours. The wish list actually does 3 things. It shows them the amazing value of the bundles, like buying 4 racks, heater, application kit together, lets them fill out their wish list freely every time they see a rack that they must have, and shows them, wow, I love a ton of these things. I need to host a party to earn something free. Or better yet, I need to join so I can get a discount. So after the guest has her wish list all filled out, a consultant is going to do the order form and take her payment, while the other consultant is still mingling with the guests and helping them choose. Compliment her choices. I love shaker tail feather. It's always been one of my favorites. It looks so good with that Atlantis. Notice her wish list. She has a million things written on there that crossed out. That's because she loves the design, but is on a budget. Here's another chance to book a party. Wasn't it hard to choose just 4? Let me throw you a party. Your friends will have so much fun, and we'll earn you all these for free. What do you say? So after everyone's checked out, it's time to draw the grand prize winner. Thank the hostess and thank the guests one more time. Then it's time to pack up and clean up. Add up all the sales and tell the hostess how much you've earned. It's best to leave the party open for at least a few days in case anyone couldn't attend the live portion and still wants to order. Once all the orders are in, set up a time with your hostess that you can come by and claim hostess rewards together. Yes, you could do it over the phone, But if at all possible, do it in person. It's better customer care, and it gives you a chance to talk to her face to face about joining your team. Remember, don't prejudge. Ask every hostess. Once all the orders come in, write a thank you note to each guest, deliver the orders to the hostess to distribute, and then you're done, right? Wrong. Remember your follow-up. 222. 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. Okay, now you're done, right? Wrong. Just kidding, you're done. Pat yourself on the back and do the rump shaker.
Woo!